What do you want to talk about?
Wrestling! And here!
Wrestling?
Why?
It's wrestling.
It's wrestling.
Why? Why?
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Why not? Why not?
It's fake.
Fake? What the hell are you talking about? Fake? It's not fake.
Fake.
Wrestling's not fake!
Okay, wrestling.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald right here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcome you to this week's podcast stream, where we discuss the current news of the sport of professional wrestling. Sound a little better? That sounds a little better. Anyway, how do I sound? If anybody's out there in the chat can tell me, because I'm not home. I am in Rockmart, Georgia, staying at the exotic Econo Lodge and Suite in Rockmart, Georgia. What can I say about this place? Room is clean. um, dated. I had to rewind your clock back to 1994, maybe, maybe, maybe early, you updated. But as far as anything else, it's yeah, kind of dated. Uh, it's got the little bit that does kind of cover that. That would get moved. I don't even don't feel that. Sounds a little, you know, a little 40, doesn't it? Anyway, uh, yeah, so this is go live stream. This day is a Thursday. But we'll be going back home tomorrow afternoon and have wrestling goal Friday night at my own home. But yeah, that's the latest here at Rock, Georgia. For anybody, usually if you're on YouTube live watching me now, sorry I can't do Facebook Live tonight and YouTube Live at the same time. The internet here is flaky at best. I wouldn't be surprised if I get kicked off and kicked back on multiple times. So bear with me. I hope that tonight won't be too long. I can get through some of this stuff because there's a lot of news this week. Of course, we talked about last week how ESPN is going to be doing the WWE PLEs now. Uh, Short update on that is now they're not showing any AEW stuff. So that's if I just paid somebody, okay, let's talk about this movie. If I just bought say MGM, but I would, my little streaming thing would or TV station or whatever played Paramount stuff and Warner Brothers stuff and just everything else, and I just bought MGM. MGM is a competitor. But anyway, just say that I just paid a whole lot of money for MGM. Oh, why would I want their direct competition is um, Paramount, whoever. So that just the other one. So that makes a little bit of sense. I didn't think that through, did I, folks? Anyway, forget about that. But yeah, so now they'll be showing only WWE PLEs. Peacock now will be doing just the Saturday Night Live or Saturday Night main event. I'm not sure about the total live. I was kind of glimpsed over stuff this afternoon and like a little piece of stuff that happened last couple of days. But I got a few things already try to hear uh, and away we go. But before we do, let's let folks know what to do. If you're enjoying this, uh, click on that like button. Also, join me in the chat. If you're not watching me live, hit me up in the comments. Tell me what you think. Are you looking forward to Ben Thor? Yes, or WWE PLEs on ESPN? Anything else I'll talk about tonight? Just let me know your thoughts in the chat and drop me just a plain old hello. That's always cool. I like Joe King here. He said, "Hey, what's up? What's up, Joe King? Tired. Had a rough day yesterday, but I'll put that later. Oh, not tonight. But yep. So yeah, that's what you do to help me out. If you not watch this, it'll be on YouTube. hit me up in the comments. I'll do my best to respond. I'll do better than that. Oh, come on. Anyway, what I was saying about the sound. Can you hear me good? Cool right now. This hotel is a little dated, clean but dated. If you might hear me talk a little louder, and right now, do my so WWE is bringing back another old W pay per view or private or big event before pay per they went on. They're bringing back Tuesday. So WWE has officially confirmed a groundbreaking announcement that reshape the future. So the company revealed the newly created premium live event for WrestlePalooza that will debut in Indianapolis. Not only will it mark the launch of the brand new show, but it also comes with a historic broadcast partnership. For the first time, WWE Premium Live event will air live on ESPN, signaling the start of the new era for the company. WWE described the announcement with a tagline: "A new home, a new PLE, a new era." The event promises to be a landmark occasion for both WWE and its fans, as the collaboration with ESPN represents a major step forward in expanding the reach of its content to a wider sports audience. That if you'll see me, says I disconnected again. But so far, he says, I'm here we go. We're back on. I think you won't hear a bunch of funny noises. Um, hey, when people got money, well, people want their product, uh, won't pay for it. So I don't know how the deal came through. I guess the contract with Peacock was coming to an end. Hello, Brandon Watson. Saying that the relationship with Peacock was coming towards the end. Peacock, I don't think. I mean, NBC's got deep pockets, but it doesn't seem like their streaming network does. Could be wrong. Remind me later, and I'll look it up. Um, I can look it up now. I'll look it up later, but probably discuss a little bit more next week. But Netflix, of course, is number one. YouTube, I guess you can call that a streaming video sharing deal. That obviously anybody can get on there to do, but WWE has their own channel. Pretty sure they got their own deal with YouTube when they release videos and stuff like that. And they have released full pay-per-views on YouTube, and you still, as of right now, you can. But you got Netflix, YouTube, ESPN, which is a cable channel, like we discussed, where if you have cable, have ESPN, screen TV or anything like that, you're fine. You're not ESPN. If you have cable, you have things. Long story short, vehicle broke down yesterday, and we had rain out. Therefore, definitely stuck in a- and wait, you know, I got HBO's another 3 or 4 Cinemax channels. And she was on watch Practical Jokers and 2.5 Men. Pretty much all day. Then stuff on YouTube and got some other little stuff done. Basically, those 2 shows are basically back. But but anyway, there's all those channels you can want to not I mean, you had cable, you have USA, then you got ESPN. I think you'll be fine. From what I was reading last week, not last week, you'll be fine. Anyway, so yeah, then they get me. You have internet and cable, $200 to win in. But you get this, you get Hulu, which is pretty. But I think I can't figure out Hulu. Can you hear me? There we go. Seems like it keeps going in and out. Versus just me. Hello. Okay. Now this the audio thing. I make sure that the green thing going towards yellow. Anyway, um, but yeah, like I said, 2007, 2008, because I would just went home, to validate 100 bucks. So for the cable part, and then that internet was backed up too. And it, whatever it's called, do that. Yeah, that works pretty good. I see a lot of people on the internet talking about, hey, we missed the network now. Can we just bring the network back and make the network? Uh, but they count things were happening and they seem to be canceled. I mean, this way before I did the YouTube thing, um, or I'm trying to do the YouTube thing, and I was like, screw it, don't need it. So the next thing I know is I forgot when I wasn't really paying attention to WWE. Hell, because I already had the Peacock. I got that thanks to Xfinity. They gave me this one of their little streaming boxes, things, whatever. I think it was a piece of crap, but I guess it was supposed to be their answer to the Fire box or the Fire Stick or the Roku box. It it turned out too well, but uh, but I was like, hey, I got YouTube. I can watch all the old wrestling I want to, and yeah, I mean, I still like to taste some stuff that tastes product. I've discussed on here plenty of times what I like and don't like. Uh, but, but the thing about it was this. Well, hello, Karen Poole. How you doing today? But what was I saying? But I still prefer. I mean, it's kind of like old movies for some people. It's that right nerve. You watch it, still enjoy it. Same with old wrestling. You know, there's some people who still like rather watch old G.I. Joe than whatever cartoons out now. Anyway, it'll work out. It'll all get figured out. I had to put sticky notes and stuff like that on stuff to go, okay, WWE, this is going to be on this channel, on this platform, this on this channel, platform, whatever, and Raw and all that other good stuff. So there's that. Big news happening in the, what does it say, it's still her line. The bloodline will continue. Yes. Naomi and him, Big Jim, uh, Big Big Jim, Jimmy Uso, they're expecting their first child. Uh, Proceed with caution. There's a baby on board, is what Jimmy Uso said on Raw. Naomi shared a clip of her coming What's Your Story podcast with Stephanie McMahon announcing that her and husband Jimmy Uso are expecting their first child together. Uh, Following the announcement, now, if you did watch Raw, this was probably the most entertaining, funniest promo I've seen in a long time. It was great. Uh, so, following the announcement in her promo, Naomi told Adam Pearce that she wasn't handing over the title this time, saying that I ain't handing you shit, and urged him to leave the ring. She humorously credited her husband for the situation, saying the locker room could thank him or did dominate for the next year. She declared that while she would be away, the bloodline would remain strong and will continue. Naomi entered her promo by placing the title belt, expressing she would return in 9 months to change, even if she's still breastfeeding. She cautioned any reigning champion to watch out when she comes back. Uh, Whoever is the champion when Naomi returns will proceed with caution. After her statement, she received congratulations from Triple H, who remarked on some that some things matter more than championships. Naomi previously won the Women's World Championship at Evolution, retained it at SummerSlam by defeating Rhea Ripley and Io Sky in a triple threat match. She was pulled from the title defense against Io Sky on Raw the previous week. The WWE stated it was not medically cleared. More information regarding the women's world title situation is expected next week, as Naomi was originally scheduled to defend her title against Stephanie Vacure at Clash Fairs August 30th. Yeah, congratulations to them. Uh, uh, talking about her, Jimmy Uso likes to say we're on Netflix. That was kind of funny, you know. Jimmy like the Netflix and chill. Go back to Joe. I got my own wrestling streaming service called it Joe's DVD service. Well, see, here's the thing too about Aaron Bull good. Joking, my service is better wrestling than anything going today. Well, see, it's probably true too because your DVDs don't edit the original interest scenes to a lot of the rest. That was like my pet peeve about Netflix. Watching like old wrestling. Now, not every wrestler had their own ring interest music, but you had Midnight Express come out from Eric that was based on the movie Midnight Express. And of course, Road Warriors, they came out to like Iron Man, and they put them down. That was like one of my major pet peeves of the network. And when they released this older stuff, I mean, Jimmy Valiant came out to Boy from New York City, which they put what the hell that the piano, whatever, in the background. It was just horrible. It's like at least not totally copy the original music, but kind of make it almost sound like that without kind of or just the money. That Hazy back in 1986, this was gorgeous Jimmy Garber who came out to Sharp Dress Man. And besides trying to edit that shit out, well, what's it going to cost us to have that 30 seconds of the song and 30 seconds to a minute of your song in it? And I think, these type of big wrestling fans are like, hey, this might introduce younger fans to our music and they'll download our shit, iTunes, Spotify, whatever. And I think they still they get royalties from that. Unless they go through an agent or something like that, then they'll probably try to jack up the price. But then they'll, I guess, figure out some way to get around that. Let's see. Also, this week it was announced that John Cena's last match has been officially announced. NBC Sports sent out the following press release. Peacock and the WWE, part of TKO Group Holdings, have entered into a new multi-year deal partnership that will see Saturday night's main event streamed live and exclusively on Peacock. The historic program will return in prime time 4 times a year, showcasing WWE's biggest stars, rivalries, and championship bouts. This year, fans can look forward to 2 events. The first one on November 1st, followed by December 13th edition, featuring John Cena's highly anticipated retirement match. As part of the agreement, the WWE Network archive will, so it does say right here, the WWE Network archive will still stay available on Peacock through the end of 2025. So In addition, the NXT Premium Live events will continue on the platform until March 2026. The SmackDown library will also remain accessible on a 30-day delay, while USA Network will keep its position as exclusive live broadcast of Friday Night SmackDown. We are excited to bring Saturday Night Main Event exclusively to Peacock beginning this fall, said WWE Chief Content Officer Paul Triple H Levesque. NBCU have been terrific longtime partners, and we look forward to continuing to work with them for years to come. By the way, did NBC drop MSNBC or something like that? If anybody in the chat knows more about that, let me know. But anyway, Peacock has had a wonderful relationship with the WWE, and we're excited to see continue far into the future. Added Rick Cordella, president of NBC Sports. Saturday Night's Main Event is some of the most premium content that the WWE produces, including John Cena's upcoming retirement match. It will be live and exclusively on Peacock. Saturday Night's Main Event first debuted on NBC in 1985, running until 1991, before making a return on September 2024 with a special broadcast on NBC and Peacock from the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum, the very venue the original event took place. And didn't they kind of come back also early 2000s or like 2010s or something like that? Like a brief little run there. Let's see. Some of those DVDs from RF had original recordings, original music, and sometimes you still go on YouTube and find content that has original music and everything. And I hope I'm not getting by in trouble, but sometimes don't really say WWE on the bottom as who released the video. But some of those WCW Saturday Nights or World Championship Wrestling from the 80s, I think they were a copy from the network, I guess, because they have that generic ring as entrance music, not the original music. So that's always disappointing. Disappointing indeed. Sorry, I'm just flaky that way. All right, one more bit of a guess you can call it WWE news. And man, even in death, this man did not stay away from being the talk of wrestling. At least one the subject. Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan's death is now at the center of serious questions, with new details emerging that suggest medical malpractice may have played a part or played a role. TMZ Sport has reported that law enforcement documents point to concerns raised by an occupational therapist who was present when Hulk Hogan stopped breathing inside his Florida home. According to the police report, the therapist told officers that Hogan's phrenic nerve had been severed during a recent surgery, which may have compromised his ability to breathe. The phrenic nerve is vital because it controls the diaphragm, the muscle responsible for breathing. Rather than showing signs of chest pain, sources say Hogan simply stopped breathing, prompting his wife Guy to immediately call for help. Guy has since confirmed that the wrestling icon's nerve was damaged during surgery. He also revealed that an autopsy has been conducted but declined to share the result. He further confirmed that as of now, Hogan's body has not been cremated. TMZ Sports previously confirmed that Hogan passed away on July 24th, and the investigation into the circumstances surrounding his death continues. Okay, just to go into an early 2000s for Saturday night's main event. Yeah, I don't think it was plenty. I don't think. Well, I do remember it wasn't a lot, but it was a few, like 2, 3. But you're saying it's 2. But so yeah, looks like man, somebody's gonna get in some trouble here. Uh, let's see, medical malpractice. Somebody's not gonna be able to practice medicine anymore. Somebody's gonna be sued. Set me up. I could be wrong. Malpractice. I don't think malpractice results into prison time or anything like that. I think if you're just negligent or something like that, like Michael Jackson's personal doctor. I think he faced some jail time because he kept giving Michael Jackson narcotics. I can't remember what was it. What's the but yeah. So making the news past ever since he died, I think Brooke Hogan's like raised awareness, saying, "Hey, something's not right here." Um, Chloe Love Sponge, I think said something about it, even though I don't think they were on talking terms unless they kind of buried a hatchet, stuff like that. I wish there's something that could have happened, but I don't have that information right now. But yeah, this is man, this is pretty bad, folks. And people wonder why I don't. Hopefully, my brother's not watching this. Yes, yeah, this would be the day this would be the night he watched it. What? Medical malpractice? He's just having a little stint um, on his heart repaired. That's all. But it's not like he had a heart attack or anything. He luckily he had to go get a physical and turn a physical. Yeah, hopefully soon everything be whatever happened is resolved uh, and maybe now he can just rest in peace. Family can have closure and like this stuff. Apparently there was some drama in the during the funeral. We had wrestlers and their wives there. And Hogan's ex. Apparently Hogan's ex-wife, and Bruce Beefcake's wife. Um, little, that little bit of little, little dis- Anyway, so this weekend is, speaking of pay-per-views, is AEW's Forbidden Door pay-per-view. Will they join forces with New Japan Pro Wrestling, Mixed Talent, uh, you know, some of the AEW talents going to be facing other AEW talent. Some of the wrestlers from overseas will be facing some of AEW's wrestlers. Kind of that, Forbidden Door. You know, not like WCW ever not did that. No, we never. WCW never went to Japan and had some of the uh, WCW wrestlers face off against New Japan wrestlers. Yeah, never heard of a Ric Flair versus Tatsumi Fujinami. Um, Ring of Honor. Yeah. Did they ever like Global Wars or something like that? They call it. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Guess we'll pretend none of that ever happened. Uh, but just remember AEW. That's where the best wrestlers wrestle and do angles where somebody pours gas on somebody else, tries to put them on fire unless they get the way. Not like WWE has never done dumb shit, but hey, we're long removed. We are long removed from the Katie Vick stuff. You can turn things around. I got faith in you. Anyway, mm, I know this. I said more predictions, but I think I'll call a little bit on. I might do a little bit of predictions and maybe a little bit of fancy booking. Some of the stuff don't need fancy booking, but um, let's just say most of the winners here. Um, I might do like prediction, and if it was mine, if it was if I have anything different to say about it, and how I would like in or book the match, fancy book again, fancy booking just for fun, because that's what we fans do. We love doing this shit. So let's go with it. Let's see. And of course, these matches are in no particular order. I don't have no idea what the format's going to be. But let's get to it. Let's see. For the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, it is Zack Sabre Jr. versus Nigel McGuinness. Um, Nigel McGuinness will have Daniel Garcia in his corner. Either way, I'm going to say Zack Saber's going to win. Might win cleanly. Won't be surprised if some kind of shenanigans, accidental interference from Daniel Garcia, maybe, or maybe Daniel will turn on Nigel at the end of the match. Who knows? Why is he there? I have no clue. Except for he was in that four-way to find out who would face Zack Sabre Jr. And Nigel's like, I would love for you to stay in my corner. I can't do a good Nigel McGuinness impression. But yeah, I'm just going to go with Zack Sabre Jr. winning this one. For the AEW World Tag Team Championship, you got the Hurt Syndicate champions defending against uh, Brody and Bandito, as well as FTR. I originally think Hurt Syndicate's going to win it, but if I was booking this, it's a three-way. Have Jack and Brody be fighting with both Hurt Syndicates. There'll be Cash and Bandito in it. Make those Ring of Honor people most of the time anyway, so why not now? I stop now. Uh, Cash Wheeler maybe with some help from Stokely, Vince, Bandito, and FDR. World Tag Team Champions. This doesn't hurt. It's Hurt Syndicate. They say, hey, we weren't pinning that match, so that kind of keeps them going. Then later on, I will tell you why I would probably book FDR. But yeah, I'm predicting First Syndicate's just going to win, but fancy booking wise, Kyle Fletcher wins the TNT Championship against Hiromu Takahashi. Fletcher wins this one. For the AEW TNT Championship. He just won it. No reason to take it off. As a star in the making. Explained it last week. Thank Fletcher, is your future top heel, possibly. He's got that certain vibe to him. Almost a Ric Flair type vibe that he's different look, he's kind of snooty and up. Um, he knows, when to backpedal and kick it in, as a heel. Uh, so no reason right now to take that TNT championship off of him. But yeah, Fletcher wins this one. And if I was fancy booking this, I predict Fletcher's going to win. Fancy booking wise, Fletcher wins. I hate to use the word killer, but yep, I'd say he's a main event. And we got okay, here we go. For the AEW Women's World Championship, it is Timeless Tony Storm against Athena. Athena is the almost forever. I think she's held that Ring of Honor Women's Championship. Anybody that's been watching Ring of Honor, you don't hear about it as much. I think one lady she'll do like one lady, I forgot her name, but I think she's done a few live watch alongs of Ring of Honor, but I may watch a few minutes of it and heard these people. Oh, I know who she is. Some people I knew, but that's and the only Ring of Honor matches I've watched is what I've seen during a live First Collision or Dynamite. I wouldn't be surprised if Tony Storm wins this. I, it's predicted he's going to win this, but you know what? She said that women's world title long enough now, beating a lot of people. So Athena, she's been Ring of Honor Women's Champion for a long time, undefeated. On top of that, except for never defeated for the championship. She lost the TBS championship match to Mercedes Moné, or she didn't lose it, but she lost her. She was the challenger in the match, and of course Mercedes Moné won that one. So why not? A little bit of a change here. Let Athena be your women's champion. People seem to like her. At this point, if you're going to try to push her or anything else, or shove her, if you're just going to shove her back to Ring of Honor, then that's about the only thing you're doing if you lose it now. But like I said, the people seem to like her. I think she'll get a pretty good ovation if she comes out the winner of this. He was the Casino Gauntlet winner. Contract, the money in the clipboard, or contract on the clipboard. But she won that. I thought that she did win it, but she won it, and the crowd popped very good for it. So why not? Hey, why not let Athena win it? But easy prediction, I guess. Safe prediction will be Tony Storm keeps the championship. Next up, we have Edge and Christian teaming together again. Sort of. Well, they are, but now they're using somewhat their real names. Adam Copeland. Well, definitely not the real name. Excuse me. Other names. Adam Copeland is his real name, but he likes to go by Cope. And he's teaming up with Buggy Christian Cage, and they take on Chris Sabian or Kip Saban and the returning Luchasaurus. Nick Wayne broke his foot, I believe. Announced it on Dynamite, which the Dynamite recap is up. Watch it after this. Thank you very much. Anyway, so it'll be the returning Luchasaurus in this one. He will be teaming with Kip Saban, but my prediction don't change, and my fantasy booking is the same. I predict Cope and Christian Cage will win this one, and this is the reason I say it. 'Cause either way, I know that next matches make it a little more sizzling. A little more. He just anyway. Um, reason this thing. Either way, I know I do think once they get done with Saban, Dick Wayne, or Luchasaurus, they're gonna move on to PR, a little more sizzle on that. AEW tag team being played. Um, but either way, this match is going to be, I think, open little tune up tag match. You know, those kinks out, and then I think they're going to be surprisingly good. Like I said, a little more on it. Have the tag team titles being played. It makes a little more sense. Like I said, you can enter their feud with FTR's feud with Hope and Cage. You can always have a person that gets beat FTR. Uh, and whoever you want. And they, they pretty much beat Squash, the team I would bring up to maybe to eventually be thrown person and get that would be the gun. But you know, it is what it is. I don't look it. Now you got a fatal four-way here for the AEW TBS Championship. It is Mercedes Moné defending against Alex Windsor. First phone and Philip. Anyway, but my prediction and fancy booking, I see why not keep it on Mercedes. If you're going to drop it, he is going to drop it. They're doing a singles match. Interesting point, though. I think say Alex Windsor is married to right. I think that's true. If you don't let her win it, they're doing a singles match. they'll make any more unless they want to do what I do on the tag team match is have Windsor pin Mozilla or Chris on the chick standing next to Monet. Either way, let Monet win. I wish she can brag about beating 3 other women, but I get whoever. I mean, let's face it, they're Queen Tony Storm beating everybody, Eddie's Monet beating every woman, they're running out one. Uh, uh, what's that woman that was in? Uh, how this on the fire? What was Paladon? That's it. I think Paladon with AEW and she's beat by Bang. So, not all these people, but not doing anything with them. But yeah, the next up we'll have Kensuke Okada versus Swerve Strickland for the AEW Unified Championship. Fantasy booking and prediction. I'm going with Swerve Strickland. I thought that was going to kind of team up him and Will Ospreay. I guess Ospreay's still legitimately hurt, um, or after this he's going to do this one match and take some more time off. So not really any time to uh, build up him and work with the tag team. So keep him in singles. Let's put some gold around him, man. It's been a while since he's had any gold. So and Okada, he's basically had the Continental Championship for his own. Well, he was the second person, I guess, to have it. So he's had it ever since. Barely defended it, even though he did the round robin tournament. So yeah, uh, I'll go with Swerve Strickland on this one. Now, again, you can make the easy prediction that Adam Page will win this one. However, if you watched Dynamite last night, you know, spoiler alert, didn't watch it, or you haven't watched the recap video yet, a little bit of spoiler alert. MJF did pour gas on Mark Briscoe and threatened to light him on fire because this is where best wrestlers wrestle. Unless he comes to terms with his deal, one of them being, or the champion can lose on a disqualification or a count out. Also, he doesn't, because originally it's like, okay, I'll use my casino gauntlet contract match for this match. As of last night, MJF got out of that one. So he, win or lose, he'll still have that money on the clipboard, the contract on the clipboard for win the casino gauntlet match. So, with that being said, wouldn't it kind of be funny, interesting, and why the fuck not? Anna Page wins this, but even though there's probably some outside interference from the Hurt Syndicate, or I guess he's kind of aligned himself with Ricochet and the Gates of Agony, maybe they help him out, smack around Anna Page a little bit, but the Rhinestone Cowboy, you know, pulls one off his ass, gets the victory on MJF, but he still sees him down and out. Why not? Cash in that clipboard, put the heat sticker on him. 1, 2, 3. MJF walks out the AEW World Champion. Or, you know, since the match is over, Hurt Syndicate or whoever comes out, smacks Anna Page around some more. That way, MJF gets the easy cash in, clipboard cash in for the championship match, and walks out the Ben door with the AEW World Championship. Would it be the coolest thing ever? Not really, but hey, why not? Are you just going to have MJF lose, then him carry that clipboard around for another year or so, 6 months? Let's just get rid of it. Kind of like that freaking Dynamite Diamond Ring. Can we finally get rid of that son of a gun? At this point, hopefully any ideas of them having another tournament or whatever for that crap goes away. No more. Let's have no more tournaments for a while. Both of them, WWE and AEW. Yeah, come next week. Let's have a fatal 4-way, which it's getting kind of pointless too now. Well, not pointless, but an easy fix, I guess, or a 3-way with. Imagine that's what they're going to go with: Io Sky versus Stephanie Baker versus Rhea Ripley, or just have Stephanie and Io Sky go at it. And we'll talk about that next week when we give our Clash Camp Paris prediction fantasy booking show first segment. And that brings us to our main event of, well, I'm thinking it's going to be the main event. I could be wrong. A lights out steel cage match, because Will Ospreay said, hey, I'm not cleared, but it's got to be unsanctioned, and that way they can do whatever they. So it will be the Golden Lovers, Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi, teaming with Darby Allin, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and Will Ospreay versus the Death Riders, Claudio Castagnoli, Tom Moxley, the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, along with Abe Kidd. It seems like Death Riders usually lose on these matches. I would just, it kind of depends now what you're going to do with this group, um, or with the alignment of them, the Young Bucks, and whoever. And if he's going to go back to Adam Page, so be it, or do whatever. Um, I mean, I predict Golden Lovers will win. I'd probably have Death. I mean, it's time for. Well, I guess they like to have everybody go home happy. So, I'll have the Omega and Darby, not Nahashi with Ospreay. I'll have them win this one, I guess. Let people go home happy. Could be a hell of a match. For sure, it might be easily one of the top 3 matches on the card after all is said and done. But yeah, it looks like a decent card. I think I'll be getting it because Monday morning I gotta get up kind of early and head back up here to Rockmart. Even though I know it starts at 1 o'clock, I don't think they'll drag it. I don't think they'll drag it out like they did All In. That's a bit. Uh, but yeah, now for sure, come next couple of days, we'll announce the buy-in or the 0 hour, whatever they want to call it. Matches. Probably have a couple of those. Pre-show, probably another match squeezed in there. Maybe, who knows? But yeah, I mean, decent little card. Uh, and that's what I think. Not sure what else. Good with it. I think I am going to call it a little early this evening because it's done flash on and off